not for just specific. Yes, regarding that recorded videos, we will update soon. Nadim will demo you that how where you can find all the videos. Okay, so let's begin the session for today. You will get each and everything. Okay, so no need to worry about that. So we will have a quick recap on the yesterday's topic, and we'll see that how we can manage that yesterday's screen flow. Okay, so we'll see into that as well. Just wait for a minute, guys. There is some problem regarding recording, so I'll sort out and I'll let you know. Okay, just give me a minute. Is my screen visible for everyone? Okay, fine. So now let me log into my account first. So yesterday we have seen a quick way of doing the screen flow for the opportunity and account. Yesterday we were looking right. So now let's go to that flow first. Flows. Okay, so clicking on flows. Opportunity records to account something flow we have created, right? Activity record, even we have seen that activity as well. So yesterday contact record to opportunity, then opportunity record to account record related list, right? So I'll click on this. So let me check whether it is running here or not. So I haven't made any changes in this flow. If suppose if you want to see, you can see the name, close date, stage, and everything is over here only. Then the stage, which is the pick list. So all the three all the three fields are present over here, and all the three label are the same as it is when I created yesterday as well. So okay, so that is the thing which we have done yesterday. Then we have seen the opportunity also, and in the opportunity we have selected an account. We have mapped the some fields, right? Then we have mapped the account ID as well. Why? Because we need that account ID to get reflected in the opportunity, correct? So we have seen that as well. Now let me try and debug this thing. If I am debugging this thing, okay, it is asking me for the account record. So let me go to the quickly on the sales application. After going to the sales, I need to go for the accounts record, and in the account record, I want to copy some ID from here. Okay, so I'll copy this ID. Here are two records present in this. Now let me go over here. Sorry, I'll be going over here, and let me insert this ID in this and quickly run this. So now I'll give some name as in Bharat over here. Okay, then close date. Close date is of 31st, then stage name as in needs analysis. Click on next. So it is getting run. Okay, now let me find quick find in, let me search that. So yes, it is getting record is created. Okay. And in that record, the Bharat record will be getting inserted. So if I refresh this page, here you can see in the opportunities, Bharat's record is created and needs analysis, and everything is there, right? So two records are created. Sorry, I was checking that context record. So yes, we can see as soon as we have created. Now here it was not working, right? Here it was not working. Now it's fine. I'm not bothered about that. Now what I'll be doing, I'll simply go to the accounts object. Okay, I'll simply create a quick action for this. Okay, I need to create some quick action for this account object. What I'll be doing over here, I'll simply go to the account edit page. Okay, account edit page, and here you can see edit object. Then here you can see there is a buttons, links, and actions, right? So just click it over here. After clicking over here, what you need to do is just you have to create one new action. So just click on new action. Okay. Now it is asking whether you want to create a record or whether what you want. So I'll see whether it is flow is available over here. So here you can see there is a flow. So just select that flow. Now it is asking me activity record to employee. No, I don't want this. I want an opportunity record, right? So for that, I need opportunity record should be reflected. So here you can see OPP record to ACC related list. So just take that. Then I won't give anything over here for the standard label. Then in the label, if suppose I want to give, just I will give this related list. Okay. So I'm creating something over here, some label over here, list. Okay. Then it will take automatically the name. Now it is asking whether you want to change the icon or not. So I'm not changing the icon. I'm keeping saving as it is. Okay, then it is fine. If it runs, that is good. If it is not running, then we'll see afterwards. Okay, but for now, just for understanding purpose, we can see that how the things get managed. Okay, now again, I'll go back from here. Okay, okay, let me check whether that is created or not. Related list is created, right? So now let me go back and see the page layouts is there, correct? So just go to that page layouts. And after going to the page layout, what you need to do, you have to go to the account layout. So just click on that account layout. Here you will find the mobile lightning actions and lightning actions, correct? So just click it over there. There you will find one, there you will find the field which we have created. Okay. So in the, where is the related list? So here you can see there is a related list, right? So just drag that related list, scroll down, scroll down. There you can see actions is there. Then we need to go for the lightning experience over here. Okay, I'll place it beside that post. So here you can see that related list is visible now in this place, right? After post, it will be displaying this related list, right? Now let me save the changes over here. I've done nothing. I've just went to that quick actions, like in the buttons. I've just created one action, and in that one action, I've just selected the flow. And in the flow, I've just selected which flow I want to display in that quick actions. So in that quick action, what I went to page layout, and in the page layouts, I went to mobile and lightnings experience, right? So I just came over there and dragged the related list from there and placed it over the mobile and lightning, correct? So I've done that only. Okay, if suppose I'm moving over here and I'm refreshing this page of account object list, I'm refreshing it. Okay, now here you can see there is an accounts. Now I'll open one new record over here. Okay, suppose I am opening this Burlington textile only. I suppose here you can see that related list button is available. Okay, so if suppose I am clicking on this related list, now it will display the screen flow which we have created. Now what I want to do, I want to create one field over here. So I am creating one name as an Ankit. Close date I'm giving as in 31st, and stage name I'm selecting as the closed one. Okay, then I'll click on next. Let's see whether that is reflecting in the opportunities. So here you can see Ankit is getting reflected. So in this way, if it is not working with this, you can just create that page layout. You can create that quick action. You can place that in the related list, and then you can drag it, or then you can place it. And here, yeah, here it is not needed that you have to put an ID or something else. If you are not putting that record ID as well, if you are directly including this flow over there, so it will directly generate one record over here. Is that clear for everyone? Everyone got this point? Everyone got this point? Can you reply? I can see yes, no, yes, yes. So I can't repeat it again because lots of yes are there. And if you didn't get this point, you can see this recording. Uh, okay, till flow, everyone got the point, right? Till flow, everything was clear, right? For everyone, flow was clear. Yes. Okay. Now I'll explain just the quick actions which I've created. Okay. I'll not repeat the flow. Uh, I'll repeat the actions which I've created. Okay, so I'll go again back to that account object manager. In the object manager account, and if suppose I want to build an action, so what I'll be doing, I'll simply select this button links and actions. Okay, then here I have created one related list. Okay, here you can see simply if you want to create the action, you just click on the new action. Okay, if suppose you are clicking on the new action, what you need to do, just select the action, what kind of action you want. So you want flow, right? So just drag down and drop down, and here you can see there is a flow. So you want of one particular flow over here, correct? So it will be considered with the flow. Now it is asking which flow you want to display. So just click it over here. In the drop down here, you will find the flow which we have created for the opportunity to account record. So here you can see opportunity record to account related list. So I'll click it over there, right? Is that clear? Now it is asking for the standard label type. I'm not giving anything over here because that field is not mandatory. So I'm not giving anything over there. Now it is asking me some label. So just give the label whatever you want. You can give any name over here, any name. Okay, as per your choice. Then it will take automatically name, and you have to do is just save this. Okay, so I have created one action which with the name of any name, right? Now I'll go back to the account page layout. Okay, here you can see there is a page layout. So just click on the page layout. We have created one quick action over here, which will be reflecting in the page layout. Now in the page layout, where you have to go, the layout which is getting displayed to us is like here you can see the major one is the account layout. So just click on this account layout. Okay. As soon as you click on the account layer, here you can see mobile and lightning actions. So just click on this mobile and lightning actions. Okay, is that clear? And then here you have to search for the flow which you have created for the action which you have created. So like I have created any name, right? So if suppose I'm dragging that any name and placing it over the Salesforce mobile light and lightning experience, right? So I have to place it somewhere else so that it will get displayed on the main screen, right? It will not come on the drop down. Okay, is that clear? So now I have placed that related list over here. You can place the any name also over here, so that any name will be visible on the main screen. So here you can see the related list is visible. After new before new contact, it is getting displayed with this related list. Is that clear now for everyone? Is that clear? Please reply, guys, if you got this point now. Yes, now I can see yes only. Yes. Okay, that's great. Uh, See, whatever the things which we are doing for now, what you have to do is just make it practice. Okay, if you are doing practice on the regular basis, see, if it is not happening in the one way, there are another 2 to 3 ways. If you try that things, you will definitely get it. Okay, so just have to see that thing. So how you can manage this. Okay, as we put the on the record ID, it was taking some time, right? If I put on the quick actions, it was suddenly just creating one button over there. And with the button, I am able to create that particular record. Is that clear? Now we will see, as we have seen the screen flow. Is that over, right? Now we'll go back to the flows. Now we'll go back to the flows. Let me go back. Let me close this. Let me go back. I don't want to make any changes because that flows as it is. Okay, now what I have to do, simply I have to create new flow. Now we will see the record triggered flow. Okay, so as we have seen the example of the screen flow, now we'll see the record triggered flow. Okay, so just click on new, just click on new flow. Okay, after clicking on new flow, here you can see there is a record triggered flow. Okay, so just click it. What does this record triggered flow works? How does it works? See, here it is given some bit description. Launches when a record is created, updated, or deleted. This auto launch flow runs in background. See, what does this means? What he wants to say? Uh, this record gets fired when you create the record, when you update the record, or whenever you delete the record. So these are the three actions which are when it is getting fired, whenever you do these three things, or whenever you do these three tasks, it will be automatically fired. You don't have to do anything after clicking the save button, or before saving the button, then before data stored into the database, or before saving means before data saved into the database, it will get performed. Then if you delete something, then also it can get fired. So this kind of triggers get fired whenever you create it. Now let me explain you in the easy way. There are two things happening over here. One is the before one and one is the after one. So I'll explain you what is before and what is after. So just click on the create for now. Let me make it into this. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to select an object, particular object over here. So now for now I'll just select an object and I'll explain you what is before and what is after. Let me finish this work, or else I'll complete it this now only. Why to keep it for afterwards? So here you can see, if suppose I am clicking on new, now what is happening? If suppose I am trying to save this, it won't allow me. Why? Because this name field is mandatory, and before saving this record, it should have some value. If I am just putting one alphabet over here, then also it will be getting saved. But the thing is, if you want that, if you are saving this, it won't take allow. Why? Because it is saying that it is mandatory. The account name is mandatory. If you are not filling that, that means that that data is not getting stored into the database. Correct? So if suppose I am giving this name, now I'll save this, so it will get saved. But one condition is required for me. If suppose I am selecting the type as an customer direct, so the rating should become automatically hot. This is my condition. I'm not setting anything over here. See, please pay attention, guys, what I'm explaining. See, if suppose my condition is if suppose I'm selecting, I'm giving some name as an anything, any name I've given. Okay, just I'm giving the test. Okay, I'm just giving the test, and my condition is that as soon as I'm keeping this type as a customer direct, I want this rating should be automatically populated to hot. I'm not giving anything over here. I'm just keeping it blank only. Okay. Even if I'm clicking on the cold, also it doesn't matter. Whenever I'm doing customer direct, it should happen. It should change the value to hot. Okay. But that is my condition for the action, what should happen. If I'm selecting the type as a customer direct, then it should change the rating as in hot. Okay, this is my requirement for now. So when it will happen, when I'll put some conditions, we'll put some criteria, then only it will get populated, right? Automatically. So this comes under the before saving. Why before saving? Because whenever you perform some action, whenever you perform some action, okay, whenever you are performing some save action, so like if you create some action with the customer direct, or rating should become hot, and you click on the save button. So before that data gets stored into the database, it is changing that value for the rating, and then it is getting saved. Understood? Please try to understand what I am saying. If I am selecting this data type as a direct and I am clicking on save, before that data gets stored into the database, it is changing the value. It is changing the value. Means I am not doing anything. Before saving the record only, it is getting populated. Is that clear with the before condition? Now think about the another way, like after condition, how it can be the after condition. If suppose I am setting one condition criteria as an if a type or if a industry is agriculture, if a industry is agriculture, okay, then related opportunity should be created. Now related opportunity should be created. So here, as soon as I'm clicking on the industry, after saving this record, this related list should have some particular opportunity. So that comes under the after saving the record, right? Is that clear for everyone? What I'm saying, please pay attention, guys. This is most important thing. If you don't understand this, what is before and after, then you will get confused over here. Okay. See, what I'm saying is that whenever I'm setting this industry as an agriculture and I'm saving this record, after saving that record, after that this record gets saved, it should get related, it should get populated with the opportunity. The opportunity record should get populated automatically. Okay, that is my requirement. Okay, so that comes under the after saving. Why after saving? Because first data is getting saved to that database, then action is getting performed. Okay, so in short, I'll say that whenever we are working for the two objects, right? Whenever we are working for the two objects, we want to perform some two actions on the two particular object, then it will come for the after process. If we want to perform an action in same fields only, same record page only, then it will come in the before. Okay, before saving, something should happen in this place only, so this comes under the before. Okay, whenever you perform some action after saving this record, some another object is getting populated, so that becomes the after case. Okay, is that clear for everyone? Okay, is that clear for everyone? Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, now we have seen this, what is before and what is after. Okay, now let's see that how does it works. Now what I am doing over here, see, you can see the context is present over here, correct? And in the context, if suppose I click on new, okay, if I click on new, same thing which we were trying yesterday also. If I'm selecting salutation, okay, then I'm giving some random last name over here. Okay, now the thing is I'm giving this last name, and here it is asking the account name. If suppose I'm selecting the account name as in Burlington Textile, okay, Burlington Textile. Now if suppose I'm selecting this Burlington Textile, whatever the mobile number is there, whatever the phone number is there for the Burlington Textile should automatically get reflected in the mobile number, in this contact mobile number. See, please pay attention, guys. What the flow which I am creating now is whatever what I'm saying here. If suppose I am going to the accounts and I am clicking on the Burlington Textile Corp, here you can see in the details there is a one phone number over here, 336 222 right? This is the phone number present over here. Now if suppose I am going to the contact, I'm selecting this new, and if I'm trying to take the account name as a Burlington. So whatever the phone number is there, it should get reflected in this mobile number. Same number should come over here, right? So this will come under the before event only. Why? Because the action is getting performed here only itself. Okay, so let's see how we can do that in the flows. Okay, right now I'm not creating anything. So just now let's go to the flows. Okay, here you can see there is a flow. Now, as I was saying that you have to select an object. Okay, first you have to select an object. So as I was showing an example for you, what flow I need to create. So I'll create the action for the contact only. So just select the contact from here. Here you can see there is a contact. Okay, as I have selected the contact, here you can see it is asking whether a record is created you want, or whether you want a record is updated, or record is created or updated. So what I'll be selecting, I'll be selecting the record is created. Okay. Then scroll down. It is asking if you want to set some condition criteria, requirements. If you want to set it, you can set it for that particular object. But for now, I don't want to do anything. And then it is asking for the optimize the flow. So this, as yesterday we were looking, so this was the before one which were happening in the actions. Okay, so we haven't looked, sorry. So for before actions, here you can see the past field updates. So it is asking update fields on the record that triggers the flow to run. This high performance flow runs before. See, this is the keyword over here, before the record is saved to the database. Correct? What I was saying is that same thing is there. So whatever the data which is getting stored before the saving the data is coming under before save. Correct? So this you can see the fast field updates. Whenever you want to perform some action after saving the data, it will come under the actions and related records. So here you can see update any records and perform actions like send an email. This for more flexible flow run after the record is saved to the database. So after the record is getting database stored into the database, then some actions are getting performed over here, right? For now, we are working for the before. So let's select this thing only as an before field update only, correct? Then I'll click on the done button. Okay, so now for now I have created the one record triggered flow. Okay, so now my requirement is what I'll be doing. I'll simply select the free form for this. Okay, and I'll post it something here over here so that I can add the elements from here. So okay, so here you can see all the elements are present over here, right? Is it correct? Now what I want to set some conditions. So first thing first, like we'll see that how we can make some particular criteria. If we set that criteria, then only it should get run. So if suppose I am selecting one particular decision over here, I'm dragging this decision over here. Okay. After dragging that decision, what should happen? I'm giving the label over here. So what should label I'll be giving over here is like just entry condition. I'm just giving any name, entry condition. Okay, so I've just given the label of entry condition. If you want to give some condition, you can just give it. Then it is asking for the label, what label you want to give. So I want to give some label like what we call yes. If I'm giving yes, it will work. Okay. Then after giving yes, I'm just giving the outcome for the details. That's it. So I'm just giving yes. And what I'm saying that if conditions are getting met, then yes, it is asking for the all conditions are met. I'll keep it as it is. If you want to set more conditions with and or, then you can set as well. But for now, I just want to set one criteria. So the criteria should be in such a way that that record ID should not be null. If record ID is null, that what does it mean? If suppose I am keeping this record, just what I'm saying is, please try to understand this, guys. See, if I'm context and I'm clicking on new, and if I'm clicking on new, it is asking the account name. So account name is having particular record, and particular record is having particular ID. We have seen that yesterday as well, right? So if suppose that record is not having ID, then how we can display that record, right? So this field should get populated, right? This field should be mandatory to be filled. Then only that number will be getting reflected. Correct? So now go back to flows. So what I'll be doing over here, I'll select the record from here. Just select the record of what? Contact. Correct. So in the from the contact, I want the account's ID. Account ID means whatever the account field is there for that. Account name is there, right? So that account name will having particular record, and that record is having particular ID. So what I'll be doing, record, I'll selecting the account ID. So here you can see, just see this. Please make sure don't select this one. In below that, we have to select this account ID, right? So select this account ID as an resource. Okay. As soon as you select this resource, then select it as a is null. Okay. If I am selecting this as an is null and I am selecting this as a false statement. Okay, what does this means? Like if record account ID is null, false means what? That field is having some value. This field is having some value, then actions should get performed. Please try to understand, guys. Here you can see account ID is there and there is a operator. I am saying operator is null and I am saying false. If I said true, that means it should be blank only. But I am saying false. That means it is having some value over there. Correct? So that is the set condition set by me in the decision. So I'm just entering the decision that the field should not be there. Uh, that field should not be empty. Okay, it should have some value in that. So I'm clicking on done. Okay, now I want to connect these two elements over here. So what I'll be doing, I'll simply click over here and I'll simply click over here and I'll place it over here. Okay, so here you can see it got placed over here. Now what I'll be doing, I want some records to get displayed. Okay, so I want some records to get displayed over there. So how I can do that? Simply I'll click on the get records. So I want that in the records, right? So I'll be selecting and I'll be dragging this in the get records. Now it is asking me for the label. So I'm just selecting the account record. Which record from which record I want the page there field, which record having the phone field, account phone field I want in the context. So I'll need to give this like account rec. Okay, ACC rec means account rec. Okay, then it will take automatically the API name. Then I'll give some description, fetching the account phone field. Okay, as I clicked over here, now it is asking for which object. So I am selecting the account object. Why? Because the phone field is in the account object, correct? So I'll select the account. Okay, so now it is asking me again the condition for why for the account you want it. So I want that this ID should be the equal to the account ID only. So I'll select the ID from here. You can see the account ID. So ID equals to, now I have selected that that name, right? I have selected that account ID and in that previous decision, right? In the previous decision, what I have done, account ID is not null. So what is that account ID means? This ID is equals to that account ID only. Whatever the ID which we are talking about, we are mapping that ID and account ID, right? So here you can see ID equals to record account ID. Okay, I'll just give it account ID. Is that clear? So I'm giving the account ID. Why? Because this ID is there for the equals to for which record? Account ID. Why account ID? Because we have taken that account ID should not be null. Correct? So that's why we have taken that thing. Now it is asking for the sort of order. I don't want to keep it any sort of order. Then it is asking how many records to store. So I am just creating for the one record to be created over here. Correct? Then here you can see automatically store all the fields. Yes, I'll keep it as it is. Then I'll click on the done button. Okay. As I've created this get records, so just connect this get record as well over here. correct? Then it is asking for the outcome. Yes, we have selected the outcome as an yes only, as we have previously have seen that. Then I need to assign these things. How we can assign this thing? You um, just have to do this, whatever the field which is there for the account object, that field I should take in the contact. So how I can take? By using the assignment. So what I'll be doing, I'll click on it, I'll simply drag that assignment from here, and it is asking me for the label. So I'm giving this assign field. Okay, or else I will give assign phone field. Okay. As soon as I'm giving this label as an assigned phone field, it will come to the API name as an assigned phone field, right? Is that clear, guys? Okay. Now, as I've given this API name, label name, now it is asking for the variables. Now in the variables, it is asking me what field you want to give. So I am assign the phone field assigned phone field. Okay, now I'm just giving the variable. So for the variable, what I'm doing over here, I'm just simply selecting this phone field from here. And what I'm doing, just I have to take the record from this. So what I'll be doing, I'll want the contact phone field in the account. Means what is the contact mobile should get populated with the account phone number, right? So I want that thing to happen. So how I can set it? So I'll select the simply record over here. Simply record. Here you can see the record of what? Contact. So just select on the contact record. Now of which field you want? So I want the phone field, right? Mobile phone. Mobile. Here you can see mobile phone is there, right? There you can see mobile phone. So just select that mobile phone. Okay, equals to which phone? Equals to which phone we are having? Account, right? Accounts, phone number you want, right? So just uh, drag it. Here you can see account from ACC record, right? So it is asking for the accounts record. We have created that ACC rec, right? So we have created one particular field from that, right? So as I've selected that decision from there, so that's why it is showing me that's why it is assigning me this thing, right? See, previously we have selected that ACC rec and we have selected particular object as an account and we mapped that ID to that account ID, right? That's why it is showing this account over here. Now this account, what will it will do? It will display the fields which are there in the account object. So here you can see there are the fields which are there. So I need to search for the phone. So what I'll be doing, simply press P. So here you can see phone field. If I type the phone, so here you can see there is a phone, right? So just select that phone and press done. Okay. Now connect these two elements over here. Just connect these two elements. So now it is getting connected, right? Now what we have to do, simply you have to save this. Okay. If I'm clicking on the save button, now what I need to do over here, I just have to give some label. Okay. So I'll give this fetching the account rec. Okay, fetching the account rec. I'm just giving that and I'm saving this. Okay, so now it got saved. Okay, so it got saved now. Now what will happen over here? See, what will happen over here is the thing like if I debug this won't run. Why? Because it is a performing action whenever you are creating the record. If you are not creating the record, then it will throw error. See, if suppose I'm clicking on the debug, I'm selecting simply searching for the particular. I select this from here. Okay. If I selected from this from here is like Shivam and I am selecting run. Now it won't run. See, it is saying that debug run paging completed, but some actions I don't know whether it get performed or not. So what will happen?
Now what will happen over here? I'll simply go for the home account object. Now let me check with this contacts whether it is getting run or not. But here you can see click on new. Okay, click on new. Now before that I need to show you something. If suppose let me check this Dixon PLC is there, right? And go to the details. Here you can see this number. Here you can see the phone number, right? So here 785-241-6200. Now if suppose I am selecting going to the contact object and I am creating one new record, so I am giving some salutation for this, then it is asking for the last name, so I'm just giving test one. Okay, then I am selecting one account name.
This Dixon PLC. So I'll just click it over there. Then is there any mandatory field over there? So here you can see now no mandatory fields. So just click on save button. As soon as you saved this button, go to the details page, and here you can see. Okay, sorry, I haven't activated this. Just sorry for that. Uh, After activating this, now you perform some action. Sorry for that. So just go to the contacts, click on new, and after clicking on new, just select the salutation, then select the test tool. Okay, then search for the record. So I'm selecting this. Now I'm trying to save this record. Now I'll go to the details page. Here you can see the mobile number is automatically reflected. I haven't done anything. If you want to see once again, I'll show you. If I'm going back to contacts, I'm clicking on new. What I'm clicking on new, then you can see salutation over here. I'll select that. Then what I'll be doing, I'll select the test 3. Okay, test 3. Is that clear? Now I'm doing nothing over here. I just select the account name. And I'm selecting the now I'll select the Burlington. So whatever the phone number is there in the Burlington will get displayed over here. I'm not giving any mobile number over here. So before record is getting saved, this action is getting performed. This mobile field is getting uh, displayed over here. So if say I'm saving this, before only some action perform and it will display the phone. So here you can see 336-222-7000. Is that clear for everyone? If the mobile phone is mandatory, if the mobile phone is mandatory, is it show error or not? Yes, it will show error. If the field is mandatory, then you have to populate the field. If the fields are not mandatory, then you can leave that. But if the phone is mandatory and you are not giving that values, then yes, you will get an error. Okay. So yes, I can see the yes, lots of answers. So now let's move to the another question, another type of flow, which is the after flow. Sometimes it will take time, sometimes it will run quickly. Okay, so this is the thing which will happen, but it should happen very quickly because it is the flow which is happening in the actions only. So sometimes may some small error can cause the problem. Okay, so we just have to give some time for that. Okay, so now we have completed with this. Now let's go back and let's create the after event. Now my condition is if suppose there is an opportunity object, right? If there is an opportunity object and here you can see there is a Burlington textile. Suppose Burlington textile is at the prospecting. If the Burlington textile is at the prospecting and uh, the amount is something else. Okay, amount is something else. I am not doing any changes over here. Now what I want is if uh, prospecting is changed to uh, perception. Okay, what is my condition? Please pay attention, guys. If prospecting is changed to perception and amount is changed to like 50,000. We'll set one criteria. If suppose prospecting is changed to perception and amount is set to change to 50,000, then one notification should come to the owner. Okay, some this custom notification should be displayed for the owner. So this is the owner's notification page, right? Why? Because this is the owner's page, right? So yes, this is my account only, so it will get notified over here. Okay, so that is the thing. It should get happened. Now let's see that how we can do that alerts. Okay, uh, it may take little bit time, but we have to finish it, and then we have to see some oops concept as well for the developer part. Then from tomorrow we'll start with the Apex class as well as whatever the things, collection of frameworks, TML operations, then SOQL. So these things will start from tomorrow. Okay. So for now, today, whatever the topics which we can cover, we will cover it. Okay. Is that fine? Now that's it. Now let's go and create the flow. Before creating the flow, to reach this custom notification, we should have some particular thing to be make it active. So just search here in the quick find box for custom notification. Okay, just search here the custom notification. See, when that notification will generate, when you are saving that record, after saving that record, some notification should get come over here, right? Is that clear? Now I'm selecting this as a custom notification I want, right? So custom notification, here you can see there is a custom notification. So just click on the custom notification. After that, you need to give some create some new custom notification. So just click on new. Okay, it is asking me what notification name you need to give. So I'm just giving the name as in push notification. Okay, push notification. Then it will take automatically for the API. Now it is asking for which channel you should support. Either it should be for the desktop or for mobile. So I'll select for both. Okay. After clicking on that, then it should get saved. Okay. Now we have created one custom notification over here. Here you can see notification name as in push notification and namespace and desktop for mobile as well. Okay. Is that clear for everyone? Now let's go to the flows. Again, to just go to the flows, click on the flows, click on the flows, click on the new flow. Now it is asking what type of flow you want. So I'll select the record triggered flow and I'll click on new. See, these two are the major in the flows. Okay, if you know the screen flow and record triggered flow, it is very well and good. You can do many things with these two kinds of flows. Okay, so if you are selecting the object, so for now I'll select the opportunity object, right? So opportunity object. So I'm selecting the opportunity object, right? Because I was talking about the opportunity object, and this prospecting that comes under the stages. So here you can see there is a stage field. Okay, so here you can see there is a stage field over here. So a stage is prospecting, but what I want is I want the, if suppose I am saying that perception, right? Perception analysis. So prospecting is changed to perception, but the field name is stage, right? So just go to the flow builder and I'm selecting this opportunity. And when it should get fired, it should get fired when a record is updated, because first it will be the prospecting and the amount will be something else. And then if the criteria meets, then only it should get fired, right? So it is working on the a record is updated. Is that clear for everyone? Okay. Now the thing is, what you need to do for this is like simply you have to record is updated, right? Now it is asking for me some entry conditions. So what I'll be doing here, I will set some particular condition for this. What condition should be there? So let me click on and. So I want to create an and condition. Why? I'll show you. If the field, select the field which is the field, I'll select the stage name. Why stage name? Because I want stage name as an perception, right? So I'm clicking on stage name equals to what I want, perception, right? So where is the that value, perception analysis? So just click it over there. Is that clear? So I've selected that value. I want to set one more criteria. What is the criteria? Amount should be 50,000, right? So select the field from here, click on the amount. After clicking the amount, see the operator is there. So after equals to how much amount you want? 50,000, right? 50,000. Is that clear? We have given some amount and we have added a condition. So it should be perception analysis and as well as it should be 50,000. Then only it should get notified. When it is asking when to run the flow for the updated records. Every time a record is updated and meets the condition requirement. Is that clear? Or it is asking only when a record is updated to meet the condition criteria. Every time I want it. Okay. So just click it on. Then here it is asking before or after. So we'll keep this as an after only. Okay. Then click on the done button. Okay. So this is done. Now we'll see with this auto layout. So we'll change this auto layout to freeform. Is that clear? Is that clear for everyone? Okay. So we'll change this to free form, and in the free form we'll be doing this particular thing over here, and we'll add some particular elements. After adding this element, what we'll be doing some after adding some elements, we can do these things over there, right? Is that clear? Now what I'll be doing, I'll simply select the assignment or decision or loop or collection of sort. Okay. So what I'll be doing over here, uh, after selecting this free form, I need to select this decision. Okay. As I'm dragging this decision, okay, now it is asking me for the label. So I'll give the label. What I want is that criteria should be met over there, right? So I'm just giving the decision element as a name over here. So decision element. Is that clear? I've mentioned the decision element. It will take automatically with the API name. If you want to give this some description, so what kind of descriptions you can give? Simply select the decision, or else you can give the uh, send the push notification for the owner. Okay, so what this decision element will be doing? Earlier, I have told you that something should get populated, right? So, like previous condition is like if previously it is having the value as an prospect, then and amount is 50,000, then only, but not about the amount. Leave about the amount. But the thing is, if previously that stage is at the prospecting, then only it should get fired. Is that clear? For that on purpose only, I need to create this decision element. If I am not doing this, then how I can show that only perception is changing to that prospecting is changing to perception, then only it should get fired, right? How it will come to know? If suppose it is in the qualification and it is moved to qualification to perception, then how it will get, then it will get fired. But my condition is whenever it is at the prospecting, if it is changing from prospecting to perception, then only it should get fired. This is my condition, right? So what I want, I'll click on the yes. After clicking on yes, it will automatically take the outcome, same as similar for the previously we had done for the flow. Now in the resources, it is asking for the what resource you want. So I want a resource as an record prior. Prior means previous one. Okay, prior means previous one. So previously it was prospecting, correct? So we can take it as a record as a private. So record, now it will give me some values over here. So here you can see you have to search for the prospect. So if you got this prospect from here, sorry, prior value. So I need to search over here for the prior value. Account ID is there, campaign ID is there, then account ID, then field which I want is stage name, right? So I want the stage name. Sorry, I'll take this field name over here for the stage name. Correct? Stage name is the prior. For the stage name field, it should be prior value as in prospecting. So it will now here it will be displaying as in prospecting. Okay. Now if it is at the prospecting, it should get fire, right? Then I have set it one condition that previously it was at prospecting. Now I am adding one more condition over here. And after change, after I need something over here, which is if I am taking this record for now, for the present record, so I'll taking record. Okay. So I'm taking the record over here, and which record for the same thing as a stage name. Okay, the stage name, and now I'm selecting the operator as an is changed. So now previously it was prospecting, now it is getting changed. Is changed to what? True. So here you can see true means it is changing to something else. We have set the condition. Which condition? Which is previously while creating selecting the object. Okay, so we have selected that thing and we made it as a true over here. Is that clear for everyone? Is that clear? Now it is asking when to execute. If the condition requirement are met, then it should get fired over there, right? So I'm selecting that if condition is getting met, the condition is getting met, then only it should get fired. So I'm selecting as it is. And now it is asking only if the record that triggered the flow, then the flow run is updated to meet the condition requirement. Okay, then I'm clicking on done button. Okay, so after clicking on the done button, what I need to do, I need to connect this decision. Okay, I am connecting this decision. Let me make it a little bit easy. Okay, so I have made this decision over here. Now what I want after this decision, I want to get some records over there. So how I can get the record? Simply you can get the records. You can see somewhere the records where you can see get the records. We'll see each terms now, whatever the terms we can mostly use. So we'll see that terms only. So what I'm doing over here, I'm simply getting this records over here. Now I'm taking this records. Why? Because I want to fetch the ID to send the custom notification and to get the record elements, right? So that's why I'm taking this get records. Please pay attention, guys. Why I'm taking this records, get records? Because I want to fetch the ID. Whose ID? Owner's ID to custom notification to get the custom notification, right? So what I'm doing over here, I'm giving the label. I'm giving the label as an send notification. Okay, I've setted one condition as a set notification. Then it is automatically taking the API name. I'm leaving this description as it is. Now it is asking me for which object you want to select it. Okay, it is asking me for which object you want to select. So I want the custom object, custom notification type, right? So I'll select the custom notification type. Here you can see there is a custom notification type object. So I'll select that. Okay. Here you can see custom notification is selected. Now it is asking me some criterias again. So here you can do one thing. You have to select the as a developer name. Okay. The developer name means what? I have created the developer account. So developer name is the developer name. Okay. So developer name will be the same as that of owner name, right? So I'm selecting the developer name. And now in the developer name is equal to the which name I'll copy? I'll copy from the custom notification. So I'll copy this API name from here. So I'll copy this push notification and I'll place it this value as an over here. If I'm getting here, then that is good. But if I didn't get here, means I have to copy and paste it over here only. So I'm pasting that. Okay. Is that clear? So I have pasted that push notification over here. Now what you have to do, only the records first automatically. That's fine for me. And I'm clicking on done button. Okay, so I'm selecting this, I'm dragging this first as a get record. Then I'll connect these two elements. I'm connecting these two elements over here. It is asking me the outcome. I'm saying yes, and I'm dragging this over here. Then what you need to do over here, as you completed this get owner, I need to assign some particular variables for that particular elements, right? So I want to assign something for this user to get the IDs from that. So how I can get it? Simply I need to select the assignment. So I'm using this assignment. Why? Because I want that IDs to get matched with the, see, previously also we seen that we take the decision, and with the reference to that decision we are using that particular record, and we are using that field ID as well, right? Similar way we are doing the same thing. We've first have taken the decision, then we are assigning that we want the ID for that, right? So after that what we are doing, we are creating the assignment. I'll give some name over here. So I'll suppose I am giving the recipient's ID. Recipient ID means what? The owner, right? Owner is the recipient, right? So I'm just giving the recipient's ID. Okay. Then it will take automatically the API name. Now it is asking for the variable. See, if I directly select this variable, if I am selecting this, it won't take. I have to create one new resource so that I can take the owner from there. So I'm clicking on the resource. Now I'm clicking on the resource which is a variable. So I'm selecting the variable over here. Then it is here I'm giving the API name as an owners. Okay, I'm giving the owners. So here it is asking for the data type. So I'm selecting the data type as in text only, because this owner is in the text format only. So I'll keep it as it is. Then if you want to make it for the multiple values, then I can keep it as well. No worries. Then it is asking for the where you want to display availability. So same thing, but I'm not doing anything over here. I am simply clicking on done. Okay. After clicking on done, here it is automatically coming with the owners, right? After clicking on done, it is directly coming with the variable as an owners. Now I'll adding this owner. I'll add this owner to whom? To record owner's ID. See, if I'm directly taking any resource, I can't map that ID. So that's why I've created one resource. I have directly created one resource as an owner, and I am adding these owners to the owner ID, correct? So how I can add? Simply select the record. Simply select the record. Then from the record, whose ID you want? You want the owner ID. So select the owner. So you select the this owner ID. Okay. So just click on that. Is that clear? Now click on the done button. So now you have performed another action, another element, which is the assignment. Then click on this, sorry, connect this as well, drag this as well, then perform the connect this element as well. Okay, now it is getting connected. Is that clear for everyone? Now we want an action to be performed, right? So which action we want to perform? We want the actions to perform. Which action? Push notification action, right? So what we'll be doing? Just do this thing. And I want some actions to perform. Which action? Push notification. So I'm dragging this as well as an action. So it is still loading. Now let me do one thing. I'll give some action to perform, like I want a notification to send, right? So send notification, is there anything? Send custom notification is there. So I'll select this send custom notification from here. Okay. So as I've selected this send custom notification, so this will be performed. This action will get performed over here. Okay, now as I've selected this, now it is asking for the label. See, use the values from earlier in the flow to set the inputs for the send custom notification core actions. To use the output later in the flow and store them in the variables. So this will happen. Okay, now I'm just giving this label. See, previous values, use that values which you have used in the send notification, custom notification things, right? So same thing we have to do over here as well. Just have to see that how the name labels we are giving over here, right? Previously we have used decisions, assignments, so same thing we have to use that same values we have to use. So for now, just we are giving the some label over here. So I'm just giving the label as an send message. Okay. Then API name same as it is. Then this is asking for the description. So I'll not give any description for now. Then it is asking the custom notification type ID. So whenever it is asking for the custom notification ID, I'll click it over here. Now here you can see, if suppose I type as in send, sorry, send. So here you can see the send notification which we have created previously in the decision, right? So I'll select this decision send notification. Now it is asking for the send notification to whom. You set it that for ID, right? So just type the ID. So here you can see the custom notification type ID, which we have selected from the here, right? Push notification one. So we are doing this the same particular ID, right? Then it is asking for the body, notification body, what body you want it. So I'll select the body as in like uh, body, I can say it as a stage is changed to stage is changed to perception analysis, right? Perception analysis. Okay, perception analysis. Is that correct? Right? And amount is 50,000. Okay. So this will be there in the body. This will be there in the body. Okay. Now it is asking for the title. So I'll just give the greetings of the day. Okay. I just send the title for that. Then it is asking for the recipient ID. If I am directly selecting as an owner ID, it won't take. See, owner, or else I'll take it as a record, then I'll take it as an owner. So it won't take directly. A value is required. So something value should be asking. Then if I'm searching for the IDs, it won't give me ID over here. Correct? So for that reason only, I have created one owner for that, right? So previously we have seen that in the assignments we have created one owners, right? So for that reason only, I've created the owner so that I mapped that ID to that owners, right? So what I'll be doing, I'll directly write as an owner over here. So here you can see the owner is get mapped owners we have created, right? So we have mapped that. Now if it is required, so I can give this as an owner, correct? I can directly select as an owners. Why? Because in these owners only it is having an ID, correct? Then I'm selecting the target ID. So here you can see, just I will do this, don't include, and for which target ID is, I'll just simply select this, include that, right? So which ID I want? Opportunity ID, right? So I'll select the record, correct? And from the record, I want the opportunity ID. So I'll select the ID. So where is the ID? So here you can see the opportunity ID. Okay. Then it is done. Now click on the done. Okay. Now this action is also completed. Now connect this thread, these elements to each other. Okay. So now it is getting performed. Now let's save this, and we'll save this push notification. Okay. Let's see how it runs or how what happens. I don't know. Let me activate it. So I'll click on activate. Okay, so it is clear now. So now we have performed some flow action over here. Now let's see whether it is creating or not. Let's move to the opportunities. Let's see, open one particular record. Suppose I am opening the Dixon mobile. Okay, here it is in the qualification. If I am changing to prospecting, mark as a current stage. Okay, now prospecting is doing there. Then go to the details page. If I change this amount to 50,000, will it send or not? Let's check. Okay, and then perform some action. Uh, I hope so it should run. Okay, so record got saved. Sorry, prospecting should be there for the perception, right? So it should come to the perception, then it should come. Mark as a current stage. So here you can see we received one notification. So just you can see stage is changed to perception analysis and amount is 50,000. So in this way, you got the notification. Is that clear? So what we have done simply change the prospecting to perception and we change the amount to 50,000. So now notification, we got the notification. Is that clear? Is that clear for everyone how it happened? Is that clear for everyone? Please guys, can you reply? So it happened for the after event, right? Yes, so everyone can see, I can see yes answer. Okay, fine, thank you. So we have done with this after event as well. Okay, Nadim, are you there? Hello, Nadim.
Yeah, Shivam.
Yeah, can you give that message to them?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
So yes, participants, this is just a demonstration how you guys are going to view the recordings. Okay. So first of all, as everyone knows here, just you need to log in into your Smart Interns platform. After that, going to externship and access resources, coming to this training calendar. Okay. So once you are here, let me tell you, you can join the meeting by using this join button, joining link. And for recordings, what you need to do is like you just need to click on this view button. It will redirect you to the Smart Teachables. Okay. So I already have give a try here. So it will take you to the page where it will be asking for you Smart Teachables account. So if anyone is not having it, they can create an Smart Teachables account using their register email ID. And if they are already having it, they just can log in into it. Okay. So once you log in into it, your internship programs will be like this. Okay. So all you need to do is like you just need to click on this, and here you can find all the recordings of day by day. Okay, day 1 2 3 4 and 5. So till now 5 days have been completed. So all the 5 recordings has been updated here. So you can go here and you can start playing. Just click on start, it will do get played. Okay. So yeah, this is how you're going to access the recording from now. Okay, and for all the people who are saying like we didn't got updated, like 29th and 28th recordings have not been updated. So it's a kind request to log out from the account. Just click on sign out and log in again. So it will do get reflected. Okay. Yeah, Shivam. I'm done from my side. You can take over from.
Okay, thank you, Nadim.
Yeah.
So guys, I hope everyone got this point now. Now it will be getting updated if as early as possible. You just have to try to log out and log in. Okay, then you can move to that. Is it fine for you? Okay. So now this is the thing. How does it runs? Now let's move some developer part. Let's begin from tomorrow. Today we'll see some developer concepts and then we'll start coding from tomorrow. So this is our, I guess, sixth day, right? So yes, we should have started early only, but it's fine now. We will cover every topic as well. No need to worry. So till now, whatever the topics which were important, we have covered. Okay. We have to take the developer part as well. So we are running little bit fast. I'm not that fast. I'm just taking all the concepts, whatever the concepts which I know. Okay. So we are running to that things only. So in this way, it is getting run with the after saving the record. After saving the record, some notification is coming, right? So this kind of actions happens in the after event, right? Now let's see the developer concept. Before starting to the developer concept, we will see the what is oops concept first. Then we'll move to the another things which are there in the Apex class and all, right? So first let's try to understand this what is oops concept. Why? Because see, this Apex language which we are using is similar to the Java. It is similar to Java, but we will use just 40-60% only over here in the programming. Okay. And the syntax for the Java is different, Apex is different. So that's why we call it as an Apex language, which is representing the Salesforce only. Okay. So this is the Salesforce created own language. Okay. Which is similar to Java. It is having different syntaxes. Everywhere we are having the different syntaxes. If it is a Apex class, it is having different syntax. If it is a Java, it is having a different syntax. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. Now, Salesforce is a platform for Apex language, right? Yes, Salesforce is having Salesforce Apex language only. Like we will use multiple things. Apex is the one language, and another language for components creation, Lightning components. We call it as a Lightning Web Component (LWC). We'll be using HTML and JavaScript as well. Okay. So for that, we need to learn JavaScript as well. If you have some interest on that LWC, you can just learn that LWC part for the JavaScript. Okay. Then mostly we'll be using Apex language only. Okay. So now this is the thing we have completed with this admin part. Now let's see what is the developer part here. If we want to, let me close this home tab. If you want to go for build an app, build a code. So here you can see there is a developer console where you need to code. Here you can see there is a developer console. Just click on that developer console. It will open the page which is having where we need to build a code. But before starting to this, let's see what is the concept behind these codes and all. We'll see that page and all everything when we'll start the coding. But before that, we should know some part of it. So oops concept. What does this oops means? Most of the people might be knowing already. Some people might be there from the computer background, so it is easy for them to catch these things. Oops concept is nothing but the object-oriented programming language. Okay, so we'll be using this concept. So it is an object-oriented programming language, programming methodology, which designs the program using the classes and objects. Now you might be thinking, what is class and objects? We'll see that thing also. So class is nothing but this. So let me write this object oriented. Okay. spelling mistakes will happen. Don't take care of that. So that is the thing, which is the OOPS is the nothing but the object oriented programming language. Okay. Now in this language, as I told, it is oriented to which this program is designed to with the help of two things. First one is the classes, another one is the object. So what does this class and object means? So what does this class means? Class is nothing but the blueprint from which the object properties and behavior are decided. Okay, it is nothing but the properties and behavior where the properties and behavior are decided. Is that clear? Is that clear? Here you can see class is nothing but the blueprint for which objects properties and behavior are decided. Objects, as we will see, if we before class we want to see the objects, then I'll just write the object. Object is nothing but the real-time entity. Okay, object is nothing but the real-time entity. It can be anything, pen, brush, anything it can be. So object is nothing but the real-time entity. So when we decide this object as a real-time entity, it can be anything, right? Then we talk about the class. Class is nothing but the blueprint. So blueprint in which objects, properties, and behavior are coming to know. So what is the behavior and of an object? It will come to know in this class. Okay. Okay, properties and behavior. Is that clear? Okay, so object is nothing but the properties and behavior of an object. Okay, so object is the real-time entity. Is that clear, everyone? So whenever we write it as a object-oriented program, it is the, like a bottom-up approach and all this thing that we don't take care of. If there are multiple things which are there for that learning this OOPS concept, right? There are inheritance, there is abstraction, there is a polymorphism, there are lots of things. But if you know one particular thing also, it is fine. Okay, if you know inheritance, that is good. You don't need to do each and everything. You just follow one particular path, just do that kind of coding only. That will be also okay for you. No need to do each and every terms in and just complete every term over there. It is not mandatory, right? So you completely do one thing, and just that is also fine for you. Okay, so if suppose if I am talking about the inheritance, like it can be in any way. Like inheritance is nothing but the property of an object which acquires all the properties and behavior of an parent object, right? See, suppose for an example, there is an animal. Okay, so there is a particular class with an animal. Then there are some subclasses like dog, cat, right? So what they are doing, so simply they are, let me explain you in this coding terms, so it will be better for me explaining. If I talk that randomly with the class and name and all, so you will be bit confused over there. So now if suppose I'm taking this, okay, now what is happening? Suppose I'm taking the class. As I told you, what is class, right? Okay, so class is nothing but the object's behavior, right? And yes, properties and behavior. Then in the class, what we are doing, so we defined one class, right? So we are defining one class and we are giving some name as a class as an animal. Okay, so the class name is an animal and I am just giving this. Okay, now I'm pressing this enter over here. Now what I need to do, I'm simply giving I'm just talking about the random Java term. Okay, I'm not moving to the Apex. Just for the basic concept of it, I'm just taking this. If you know this thing also, it is fine. There are four types of inheritance. When we talk about the inheritance, there are four types of inheritance. There is single inheritance, there is multi-level inheritance, there is a hierarchical inheritance, there is a hybrid inheritance, but not needed. Just focus on one and that's enough. So here you can see I have written the class name as an animal and I am giving some uh, class name as an void and void method name, sorry, method name as an eat. Now you might be thinking, what is void over here? So void is nothing but whenever we write this as a method as an void, we don't have to give any return types for that. Okay. So whenever we write this as an void, we don't have to give any return type. If we are not writing this void and simply we are writing one particular method, then what will happen? Then what will happen over there is like, then what will happen? We have to write as in return it or return variable. Some variable we define, then we have to define one variable and we have to return that value. Okay, but if we write this void, we don't have to give a return type for that, right? So just we have written the void it and then we are giving some brackets over here. Then this is the bracket for the method. Okay. So as I'm giving this void as an it, now if we talk about the Java terms, then what I need to do is like uh, system dot out, then something println is there, ln, and I'm simply writing it as an eating. Okay, so we have written a particular class name as an animal and the method is eat. So I will just debugging this as a system dot out dot println. So when we use this over here, what do we use for printing in the Apex language is system dot debug. Sorry, system dot debug. Okay, so system dot debug and then whatever we want to print, we will print in the single quotes over here. Okay, so if we want to write some eating over here, so we'll write eating. So it will get printed. So we use in the Java, we use system.out.println eating. So it will get printed with that. But I want to show something to you. So that's why I am using this. So in this below this method, I am writing one more class. So class is like dog. So like dog extends. So class dog is extending which class? Animal class. So I will write an animal. So this is the one particular form of inheritance where we are just extending one particular class. Okay, and we are defining this and then we are using this as a parent class. This is the subclass which we are defining as a dog, right? If we want to define, then what will, if we want to print something over here, then what we can print? System dot out dot print ln. Is that clear? Now, if I'm writing something, I should write in the single quotes only over here also. So if I'm writing this, not single quotes, I guess I have to write in the double quotes. Then I need to press it over here. Here we will be Apex will be using single quotes only. So in the double quotes, I'll be writing dog is barking. So I can just give a random term, anything I can print it. If again I am writing some particular class, if again I am defining particular class, so class cat suppose, so cat is extending whom, class is extending whom, class is extending again an animal only because this is also the subclass. So this is like a single level. So it is just extending the parent class over here. Okay. Is that clear? Now, if I'm defining this, again, I need to define one particular, I'm directly printing this thing over here. Before that, I should define one method before that. So void, and void is like, it can have bark. Okay, and then method is always having these brackets, then curly bracket over here, and then below that there will be one more bracket. Okay, so is it clear? Is it clear for everyone? So in this way, you can simply write the terms wherever you just define these things. So it is a simple best example where you can do. We will see that in the Apex language as well, how we can use this Apex language. Also, there are multiple things. If we just see in the single inheritance, there is a multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, what will happen? There is a subclass, there is a parent class animal, and we'll be printing for that class as an print eating, right? Then we'll write the second class dog extends animal. So that is the extending for the bar, right? For the method. Then third time when we write the baby dog, so if we write the baby dog means what? It will extend the dog. So it is extending the subclass which is above that class, right? So that baby dog will extend dog. So this will call it as a multi-level inheritance. And then we call it as a hierarchical inheritance. So if suppose there is a one parent class as an animal, and there is a subclass called as a dog. So dog is extending animal. So the class cat is extending animal. So this is the hierarchical one. So which is coming underneath of that, that it is becoming that way. Correct? So this is the things which are there in the concepts over here. Okay, is that clear for everyone? This is the basic things. Let's go and see what is the difference between the developers and the admins. So let's go to the slides first. What are the things there for the developer? Then we'll discuss it with the this theory part. Then we'll move to the coding part. Okay, so let's go and see. We have seen all these things with automation tools, different types of flows, record triggered flows, use case. Okay, now here, see guys, this is the Salesforce administrator versus Salesforce developer. What are the beneficiaries of this? So beneficiaries like here you can see in the admin, you can get a powerful tool, uh, like get a set of powerful tools and features of your fingertips. Whatever the things you can do in the admin is just by point and click things. That's it. Whatever the things you have to do, just create some particular logic. If you are able, if you are good at creating the logics, you can do whatever the things you can do by the admin part as well. Then coming to the beneficiaries of the developers, you can see works with the world's best dominating technology, that is Salesforce. Because the developers which are there in the Salesforce, they are tremendous. Like if they are working for the Salesforce and they as working as a Salesforce developer, it is a very good thing that they are dominating each and every technology. See, you know that Salesforce is the world's number one CRM tool. Okay, so these are the things. If you are developing over there, then that is a very great thing in it, right? Um, but one thing I'll say here, see, whenever you are able to do the things with the admin part, configuration part, then do complete with that admin part only. Don't directly rush for the coding part. If you are good at the coding and somewhat parts might be lagging behind in the configuration, if you go directly to the coding, that is not the best practice. Always the developers thinks first that whether he will be able to create that things, whether he whatever the requirements are there, whether he will be able to fulfill that requirement by just using the configuration part, which is the admin one. If he is able to do that, then on he will do that there only. If he is not able to do that, if there are some complicated logics, like complicated validations, complicated flows, then in that scenario only you will be going for the coding part. But first priority should be the configuration part only. Okay, so if you are able to do, so that's why I was saying that if you know flows well, you can eliminate the part of the triggers. Like 80% you can eliminate the triggers coding. If you are not able to do that, then like some if it is happening, like if you know some part of coding in triggers, that is fine. If you think that when I'll create the logics with the flows, then it will be very difficult for me. Then you can go for the triggers logic, coding logic. Coding logic is not that difficult. I'm saying that coding logic is not that difficult, but if you are manageable things with the configuration part, then it is fine. Why need to do the coding and all by again doing the testing for that and see how it is running and all? It's better to go for the admission administration part only. Okay. Then come back to the point. Now here you can see the second point. It is saying that you can play the role of the problem solver. Even you can do the role for the problem solver for the developer as well. But administrator is like if you are good around that admin, you can manage each and every terms very easily. Okay. Then here with the second point is like enjoy high earning potential. Yes, this is true. If suppose you are a good developer, you can build your own custom applications, you can build whatever the applications you want, so you can easily build and then you can earn easily. If you are good at that, you can earn easily with the help of developer. Then there is an incredible growth for a Salesforce administrator as well. It is nothing like that just developer has, but yes, developer has something more potentials. Okay. Then key skills. So the key skills required for the administrator are Salesforce expertise. You should know what are the different types of clouds. You should know what are the apps, tabs, everything you should know around the environment of the Salesforce. Correct? Then I'll see the key points of this admin. Then I'll see the key points of the developer. So Salesforce expertise, then data management. You should able to manage each and every terms in that uh, admin part. You should be good in that skills as well to manage it properly. Then conversion rate and optimization. You have to see that. See, let's take an example of the opportunity object. If you can manage, if you can see with the view, basically view how the business is running, simply generate the reports, generate the sorry, generate the dashboards, whatever you can generate it by yourself, just generate and optimize the things, how the business is running, how the flows are getting run, how is the business flow, where we are getting loss for that. So you can manage that things, you can optimize that things easily by using this. You should be able to do that things in the administrator. Then email marketing expertise, there are email marketing expertise as well. See, you can simply generate the leads and you can send the push notification to that particular customer. Okay, so if they want it, like you want to send the email alerts to that lead every week or monthly, you can do that. You just have to create the templates. That's it. If you are creating templates, it will automatically take the name of the recipient to whom you are sending that mail. Then wherever what kind of mail should be gone, it is totally automatically happening over there. Just you said some landing pages, flexi pages, you just set that for once and it will be the cycle running on the background. It will directly automatically send that things. Then the problem solving skills. This is important. If some error is occurring in that admin, you should be able to rectify that where in what part it is getting for the problems, right? You just easily should know that, yes, this is not happening means somewhere in the background or somewhere we have made some configuration part wrong. So we can identify. See, sometimes errors are must. Errors are important. If you don't know error, then how you can solve that error? Correct? If you are knowing that error, if you are getting that error, right? If suppose I am trying something today and I'm getting that error, that I am doing the repetitively, and if I'm doing that repetitively, I got some solution regarding that, right? One day I got the solution, and some another person is facing that error also. Now he's not able to do. He came to you. He's asking you that how I can solve this error. So you can just by looking, you can say that the solution is over here, and you just go over there and you can easily clear that error, right? But if you are not aware of the errors and all of a sudden you got the error or some another person got the error and is coming to you and is asking how I'm getting. again you are also you are also doing research, he is also doing research, so all the time is wasting. So that is the thing, error is also important. If you can identify the errors, you can rectify the errors, that is the thing. Okay, then talking about the talent of the messaging, use data sets and routinely checking the data for accuracy. Sometimes may get error, sometimes while sending the messages, sometimes something problem might generate, and that error might be occurred over there. So in that scenario, what should you do? You should be able to do how you can manage these things, how the accuracy can be there perfect. If suppose I want to send the messages 100 messages for today, so it should went accurately 100 messages. It should not get failed in the middle. Okay, so that are the things you needed for the administrator part. Coming to the developer part, beneficiaries key skills, you should be able you should have an ability to manage the projects. So it will not be the one project you are working on. There might be the multiple projects. Right, today you are working on the Apex class. You are doing some one particular project. You are doing some Apex class there, and you are generating that class. You are doing everything over there. Then all of a sudden you have completed 80%. Just 20% is remaining. Then another ticket is there for you, and you are assigned to that project. Then they will say you just keep that work for hold, just start doing work for you. So you should be able to manage this multiple projects by yourselves only. Okay, so just have to do that things. You should have a ability for to generate this kind of skills. Then you can see it is saying that bachelor's degree in computer science or software engineer. I'll say that is not true. Why? Because even I am the mechanical engineer. I am not the software engineer. I can do coding whatever the means it is required for manageable coding. I can do. Not that I can manage the projects as well. So that means it is not required that you should have the computer engineering or something like that. Then only you will be able to do. That is not true. Then talking about the advanced knowledge of CRM. Yes, as I talked about this on the very first day. If you are able to catch these things in the business, then you can easily catch the things in the platform of application generation. Is that clear? Then the experience in MySQL, SQL, JavaScript. As I told you, there are multiple things which we use in the Epic Salesforce developer part. So MySQL is nothing. In the Java script, we will be using SQL, but in the Salesforce, we use SOQL, which is the Salesforce Object Query Language. Okay. Then instead of Visual Force, we'll be using Lightning Web Component, Visual Studio. Okay. Then the JavaScript is there. Then Apex class, we know that. Then talking about the introduction, as we have seen that basic introduction to the object-oriented programming language. Here you can see object-oriented programming language supports class interface and inheritance. Mostly I told you that if you know inheritance, that is well and good, fine to do the Apex classes as well. Then using this Apex class syntax, same you can see uses Java-like syntax, but uses Java-like syntax, but it is not totally the Java. Okay, so whenever we use that Java, so there are somewhat like when we code in the Java, if suppose we want to write the some numbers, we define it as an integer data int data type, and then we define one variable and we assign. Suppose int a equals to 2, right? We are doing in this way. But in the Apex, what we will be writing in integer a equals to 2. So we somewhat differences are there in the Apex and Java. Okay, then it is a strongly type. What does this strongly type means? See, we are using everywhere. We are using the objects, fields, tabs, whatever the things. Not tabs we'll be using in the code, but objects, fields. These things we will be using. So oriented to that objects, oriented to that field, only we will be able to code. We are not randomly coding, we are not randomly generating the logics. That's not the thing. The thing is over here is that we are strongly typing. This means strongly typing means we are just coding this around the objects and fields. We are just using that specific things, and regarding that specific things only, we are creating some logics. Is that clear? Then validates the references to objects and compile the time integrated with the database. Okay, so whatever the things which we are doing, creating the objects, we are compiling that and we are integrating the database. So please try to understand this thing. Here you can see there is suppose there is a developer user. He is developing particular code. He's a developer. He's developing piece of code, and he's trying to save that record. Okay, so with the help of the internet, he wants to store his code data, logics, whatever the things are there. He's storing his data. So he's storing his data and he's storing his Apex compiler. So here is the Apex compiler. If it is catching Apex compiler means what? See, computer has its own language. So if you write anything like this as a sentence over here, computer won't understand that what you are trying to say, but he'll be able to understand some coding language, right? So if he's able to understand the coding language, then it will get the compiled and it will get stored in the data storage. But you are writing something code and you are writing something wrongly. Okay, you are typing something wrong statements and you are trying to compile that thing, then it won't happen. That computer won't be able to understand that what you want to say and what you want to do, right? So in that scenario, what will happen over there? That will get the compiler error over here. So here it is coming with the return type as an error over here. So again, it will throw an error. It will throw like error something that it is not able to understand or some means for the meaning of that I'm saying the computer will not be able to understand. So that's why it is throwing an error over there. Is that clear? So that's the thing regarding this. If it is doing, it is happening very good manner. So if the end user is doing so, running, it is perfectly and it is getting stored, then it will get the result as well to the user who is using this development, which is being developed by the developer. Then the developer will be able to easily identify the things. Is that clear? Is that clear for everyone? Now let's move, and there it is a like as I have explained, the same things are there. So just implementing some buttons and clicks, you can get the results. Because why? Because developer is building in such a way that it is making ease for the user. Is that clear? Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. The same things which we have discussed till now is displaying over here. Easy to use, strongly typed, strong data integration. If you want to store somewhere, then we can store that. Then automatic upgrades. Upgrades means what? Every 3 seasons, it is getting updated. So if something new comes, it is getting uploaded over there. Then here Apex includes in which performance of editions you can see. Performance edition is there, unlimited edition. So for now we are using the developer edition. So in the developer edition we are using this Apex language for just focus for the developer edition only, as we are doing for that. Then what is the use of this Apex? Where do we want this Apex? We are just seeing these basic concepts. From tomorrow we will see the all the coding part, all the customization parts we can do. Okay, so from tomorrow we'll start coding with the Apex class. Then we'll see the collection of framework. Then we'll see DML operation, which is the data manipulation language. Then we'll see what is SOQL, which is the Salesforce object query language. Then we'll see the triggers, and the triggers, which are the alternate options for the flows. If you are good at coding, for that is also fun to do the Apex triggers. That is also good. You can manage just by changing some fields, changing some operations, whatever you want to do, you can do by yourself by just writing a coding. Just there are simple logics you have to use. It is good to use that as well. If you think that you are facing some problems in uh, creating logics in the flows, then you can simply go to the triggers and then you can create it. Okay. Then Then there is, you can see use of Apex. We'll see first this, then we'll see move to the another topics which you have to take in the upcoming sessions. So here you can see create web and email services. Whenever you have to create the web and email services, we'll use the Apex class. If suppose we have to send an email alerts to particular things, we can do that thing also with the Apex class. Then perform the complex validation over more than one object. So if suppose we are creating validation rules for one particular object, that is fine for the admin work. If there you want to create validation rules for more objects, multiple objects, then you have to come for the Apex one, right? Then if you want to write the complex business logics, then again you have to run for the developer part. As I told you, if you think that you are not able to do that things with the admin part, then you have to go for the developer part. Okay. So here you can see all the things are there getting implemented. With the automation, sometimes it is complicated. You can easily go to the uh, this Apex class, and then you can Apex have multiple things. Apex class is there, Apex trigger is there, Apex asynchronous is there. There are lots of stuffs in this Apex. Okay. So creating the custom logics that occurs over the entire transaction. Okay. Then whatever the transactions which you are doing, like transferring the records and getting the records, inserting the records, updating the records, whatever the logic you created, you can do that. Then attach the custom logic to another operation such as save a record and occurs whenever the operation is executed. As we have seen this thing also in the flows, save some particular record, and if you are performing some particular action, then you can do these things as well. Okay. So that is the thing which you can manage it. Uh, so I hope these things are you are getting this point right. Then click on go to the next slide. So yes, we were discussing about this example only for the inheritance. Here you can see there is a class name as an animal, and we have defined one method with it. Okay. So void is a term where we don't use the return type. See, so we are printing this system out println. As I told you, for the Java, you will be printing in such a way. Then dog is extending parent animal. Then cat is extending again an animal. So this thing is happening in the inheritance. Okay. So this is the Java term. Okay, not the Salesforce Apex term. We'll see that Apex terms in by from tomorrow. Or what is the time now? Okay, still we having a 5 minutes more. If you want any topic to be discussed again, can you please tell me? Uh, SQL. We'll see that SQL part by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Before that, it is having the lots of things. Relationships. Relationships is easy. So there are two types of relationships, uh, lookup relationship and master detail relationship. Okay, so we have seen that thing in the um, summary of all these 5 days. So okay, that will be better. So firstly, we have seen the what is CRM, correct? So what is CRM? First, we have seen that. Then we have seen what is the uh, then what we have seen uh, Salesforce. What is Salesforce? Then we have seen how to we create the Salesforce account. Then we have seen the Trailhead account. How do we create the Trailhead account? Then we have seen the architecture of the Salesforce, which is the multi-tenant architecture, which is equally distributed and which is isolated from each other. We have discussed these two key points over there. Then after creating that account, we have seen that what is the user interface of the Salesforce, what are the setup objects, what are the non-setup objects, what are the tabs, apps, fields, application, where is what is the app launcher. So this all comes under this comes under the interface only. Then when we talk about the applications, what are the fields, what are the objects, fields are displayed in the, if we talk about the table, So fields are displayed in the column. Then talking about the records, they are displayed in the uh, rows format, and the whole table is known as an object. Okay, that is the thing. And then finally, we have seen the relationships. What are the different types of relationship? Here you can see in the relationship, we have seen that what is the lookup relationship, what is the master detail relationship. If suppose there is a one-to-one, then we directly go for the lookup. We don't see that for the master detail, because one-to-one considered as a lookup relationship only. Then when we talk about the master detail relationship, it is the one-to-many. Okay, one-to-many means what? You can consider employee and activity. We have seen that, or we can see where is that activity. So if the employee activity, so one employee can do many activities, so it is called as one and many. Correct. So this is the thing we are looking from the employee direction. So one employee can do multiple activities. So that is considered as a one and many. Okay. Then these relationships are totally decided by the architecture, who is the Salesforce architect. He will say that create these objects, this kind of relationship. You just have to create it. Okay. Why? Because he only knows the client's perspective. According to the client's perspective, you will be able to create that relationship. Okay, so you might be thinking from the employee direction, then you will come to know this is one and this is many. If you try to see from this activity direction, then you can say that one cricket can be done by multiple employees, so this will become one and this will become many. This is a looking perspective from where you want to look. If you want to look from the employee side, then you will look always from the employee side only, as we were looking from the employee side only. But here for the project, I look from both side. So for just showing purpose, okay, for showing purpose only, I want to look from both the direction. Then I went for the junction object, which is the project task. So that is the thing. See, if you understand this relationship, lots of work of the admin part is being covered over there, right? So that is the thing comes under the relationship. Then we have seen the page layouts, record types. Then we have seen the automations in. Then we have seen the security part, which is the profiles for the object tabs, apps, fields. Then how we can open up the accessibility, which is the permission sets. Then we have seen the record level security, which is the OWD manual sharing. Then there is a role hierarchy. There is sharing settings. I know sharing setting is remaining. Sharing rules are remaining, so I'll take care of that thing also. No need to worry. Then because these topics are also important, these are the most important topics. Then went over there. Then there was a flows we have seen yesterday and tomorrow, yesterday as well as today. So we covered that. Then we have seen the basic concept of oops. Okay, so we had covered the good topic till now. So we have completed 6 days. So just practice regular basis. Okay, see, Saturday Sundays you might have time, so just complete that work, complete some particular modules, do practice on the regular basis. So that is your work only, right? So yes,
Recording stopped.
you can manage your work by according to your schedule. So these are the things. From tomorrow we'll see the apex class. Okay, so have a good day. Please practice hard. See, if you are thinking that you want to make a career in the Salesforce, this is the right time. Just jump into the Salesforce. Try hard. Try learn each and every terms. Whatever the things you want to learn, just make an expert you by yourself, and then you will be able to do that things as well. Okay. So this is the thing. This is the thing you need to do. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. We are attending these lectures. Uh, and also, I can see the good response from participants. So thank you, everyone. Okay, so we'll meet by tomorrow for the new topic, which is Apex class, and we'll see the collection of frameworks and each and every terms we'll see. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So let's go. Let's wind up the session for today.